Hi, everybody. Welcome back for another Tarot Tea Time, our regularly scheduled programming. Thank you so much, everybody who joined me over on the Breaking News Tarot Yummy live stream. That was really fun. I love that. It was exciting to be on top of the trend. But thank you guys for joining me. Hey, Sage Moon, how's it going? Hey, Yannicka, good to see you back over here too. Thanks for being in both streams. And okay, we have a lot to cover tonight. There is lot that's been going on, of course, and I'm really excited to jump into a lot of these little controversies, celebrity situations, and some of your requests. Hey, Penny, how's it going? Thank you for being a good sport over in the Tower Yummy live stream. You guys are amazing. Okay, so we actually have a question from S. Hi, S. Welcome. S says, hello. Could you please include a question? How did Shawn feel about the songs on Camilla's new album about him that she wrote last year? June Gloom, BOAT, and 20 something. Hey, Lawyer Moog from the other room. Okay, so thank you for the question, S. Yes, we'll go ahead and just start with that to kind of get things going. I think that we did a couple of readings last week about Shawn Mendes. But you know what? I don't think that we did anything particularly about how he felt about those songs. So I think that would be a good thing to add to the tea. So absolutely. Thank you for doing that. Beth says we're back after those commercial breaks. Exactly, Beth. Oh my God. Oh, and I added all of the videos that I was mentioning to the description of that live stream. So if anybody does, maybe later tonight, if you can't sleep and you want to kind of watch some of those videos, get a little deeper into the lore, there's some good little links over there now. Okay. Hi, Chuki Samira. How's it going? Sage Moon. Hee hee. We back. Yeah, we're back. Oh my God, you guys are so funny. Y'all kill me. Okay, so S, we're gonna start with how Shawn Mendes felt about those songs. Now, I still haven't listened to them. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and I really need to. And I love Camila Cabello, so I really don't know why I haven't listened to those songs yet. It's weird. But from what you guys have told me, they were very much getting into the relationship. Oh my gosh, there's a sorry, you guys, I just had to kill a bug. I had to do it. Oh my God. Okay. So sorry. Again, back to the regularly scheduled programming. Tonight's just unhinged for some reason. Um, nothing like killing a bug on live stream. But I haven't listened to those songs, but what you guys told me was that they were very much about the relationship, kind of spilling more information, maybe than Camila ever has in the form of like those songs. So let's just see. How did Shawn Mendes feel? Beth says, absolutely rabbit hole. I'm falling in later. Oh, Beth, have fun. You are going to love it. If you liked my little tidbit, you're going to love it. It goes deep. Okay. All right. How did Shawn feel about those songs? Oh my God. Two of Cups, you guys. It brought back the old feelings of love, which is really interesting. It's almost like it brought back his just like the memories, and even though some of those memories were sad, it kind of put him back into that headspace of when he was in a commitment with Camila, Two of Cups, love, reminded of the love. And this is sad, actually. Like, I think this is so sad. He was reminded of the love. I mean, this is just a very purely loving energy of commitment and being with the person that you really want to be with. Oh my God, that's so sad. That's how he felt. So I don't think he really even cares that she was talking about him or maybe even like, exposing some of the things that he did or talked about how he hurt her. I don't think that he really cares about that anymore. I think it's like beyond the ego. I think he really does love her, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. He really does love her. And it just kind of reminds him of the time when they were together. And I think he misses that. I know, I know. It's like there are phases with these two. I'm telling you, there's a twin flame energy. All right, what are you guys saying? Now to the main dish. Yes, Babalu. Now time for the main dish. That was just our little appetizer, little appetize. LMAO, Brit the Bug Killer. I know, you guys. Ever since, ever since I used to like not. I would have never done that in the past. By the way, I don't know why. But ever since I've like gotten my dogs and stuff, like I don't know. I'm just down in the mud. I'm killing bugs. I don't know. We're one with nature over here now. Okay. So that's kind of I'll pull another one just for clarity, but that's kind of what I'm feeling from this card. It's nostalgia. All right. How does Shawn Mendes feel about the songs that Camila has on her new album that are allegedly about their relationship? Two of Wands. Okay, this is thinking about the future again. Oh my god, guys, the cycle never ends here with these two. This is dreaming about a future, wishing that he could make things right. I just got goosebumps, so that's confirmation. This is sad. Yeah, it just reminds him of the goosebumps. Reminds him of the love that they shared, and it makes him wish that he could experience a future with her. It puts him right back into that mindset. It's like just he's transported back in time, and he just starts to think about and dream about what it would look like if they were together. And I would not be surprised if some of the songs that make it into his new album that he's supposed to be working on right now, I would not be surprised if some of those songs could even be like a fantasy exploration of what his life could have turned out like if he would have stayed with her. Like Taylor Swift is known to do that, where she'll like write certain songs that aren't even about her own life. In a way, it'll be inspired by his own life, but I think that it'll be about something that he wishes could be true, based on his experience of love with Camila. So I think we're going to see some love songs, but I don't think they're going to be necessarily about what he actually has experienced. Oh my gosh, Sean. Wow, that's a lot of growth though. I think he's grown a lot through this relationship, and that's what soul connections are supposed to make us do. So, maybe he's in his heart now and out of his head, and that's kind of what he needed to do. He's a Pisces North Node, so maybe it took this sort of breakdown, the sadness, to realize that he doesn't necessarily need to be in his Virgo energy of being regimented, that he has to just like let life flow, Pisces North Node. That's kind of what I'm getting from that. But okay, what are you guys saying? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. How many times did I say let's see? Let's see. Sage says, by the way, meant to mention in the other stream that you're slaying this black fit. Oh my God. Thank you, Sage Moon. That means so much to me. You make me feel good now. Thank you, Beth. Oh my God, you guys. I appreciate that. That is so sweet. Oh, y'all are being so now you're saying I'm Gorgina. Okay, guys, y'all are making me feel so good tonight. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Nigel. Welcome. I hope you're doing great too. Okay, good to have you here. Nigel, we start off with a little bit of music tea, some Shawn Mendes reactions. Okay, gorgeous, darling. New York, New York accent. I love it. Okay, Sage says Camila and Sean both give me Pisces energy, like when they're pining after and romanticizing a former lover. LOL. Sage Moon, yes, so much. And with that being their North Node and both of them being like, how old are they? Are they both late 20s? I wonder how close they are to their Saturn return, because I find that a lot of people, like after their Saturn return, really get into their North Node energy and they start like working on it. What do you think, Sage Moon? I know that you like are really into astrology and you know a lot about it. I'm so curious to hear like your opinion. But I've found that like that's when people really start to exhibit their North Node energy. And I wonder if they were kind of a catalyst to like help each other get into Pisces energy, like awakening each other to like true love and dreaminess. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's what they give me, this kind of like feeling. That is Pisces Sage, LOL. Very. Okay. Gotta love them. Saturn return has me all giddy tonight. Beth. I love that you're feeling giddy tonight, Beth. Saturn is retrograde right now. I gotta do a video about that for the members, because we can get in depth, because in a nutshell, depending on like your Saturn placements, what's going on with you, it's going to affect you differently. But I kind of think of it as more of like internal motivation. So we're all kind of getting this internal motivation and this ability to like dig in and work hard. A lot of astrologers have different theories on like what happens. But I just find that like we're just more like motivated and gritty. I don't know, but I'll talk more about that another time. But yeah, how are you guys feeling about the Saturn return or Saturn retrograde energy that we're in? Okay, so our first story of the night is a little bit of light tea. The Olivia Culpo wedding dress drama. Have you guys heard of this? So on Saturday, the model and San Francisco 49ers running back tied the knot in a chapel in Watch Hill, a coastal neighborhood in the town of Westerly, Rhode Island. For the occasion, Culpo, a native Rhodian, is that how you say that? Rhodian? Okay. Wore a, I think that means from Rhode Island, wore a surprisingly simple gown with no beading or embellishment in sight. The long sleeved crepe ball gown from Dolce& and Gabbana instead featured a high crew neck, voluminous skirt, and button lined back. She accessorized the pared down dress with a 16-foot lace veil and a minimal beauty look that included nude lips and dewy skin. Here's what she had to say about the dress. This was during a feature in Vogue magazine. She said, "I didn't want it to exude sex in any way, shape, or form." She said of her dress while speaking with Vogue, "I wanted it to feel effortless and as if it's complimenting me, not overpowering me. There's so much beauty and simplicity." She added, "When I think about Christian, her husband, and what he loves and the moments that he thinks that I'm most beautiful, it's absolutely in something like this, timeless, covered, and elegant." Okay. So the part that people are having issues with on social media, the conversation that has started around this whole thing is around the word covered. People thought that that was a little bit strange. And, if you're talking to Vogue, I wonder if maybe, I don't know, I want to give her the benefit of the doubt. Like maybe she was a little bit nervous. Maybe when she said covered, she just felt more comfortable that way. Like, I don't know. And again, it's someone's wedding dress. That's not really something that I think we should judge. However, you feel good in your wedding dress or whatever you want to wear, that's totally, that's a personal thing. But this did spark so much conversation on social media that I wanted to pull some cards around it. It's like certain things kind of blow up or they get viral or they start like a big conversation. And it makes you wonder, like, what about this is something that, we as a collective are thinking about or talking about? And some of the main topics really were around this like trad wife thing that, we've all seen. And people were saying that maybe she's pushing that agenda rather than it really being her true personal style. Because if you look at her Instagram, she really dresses super glamorous. She's a Taurus sun. So, she's not someone that shies away from elegance and simplicity. That's very Taurus to embrace it. But people were surprised by the choice. And then the way that she spoke about it, saying that her husband likes her covered, it sparked some controversy. So I'm not going to ask really anything too pointed. I kind of just want to see what comes through about, I don't know, the situation or just the dress. Let's ask this actually. What was Olivia Culpo's motivation in wearing a dress that really did seem to kind of stray from her usual style? Hmm. Okay, what are you guys saying here? You know what? Her dress actually looks very Saturn, very Saturn energy, structured. Sage Moon says she's giving regal Audrey Hepburn in her wedding dress. Yeah, that covered up is a red flag. Okay. Sage Moon, thank you so much, my fellow Virgo. I feel like sometimes you put into words things that like I cannot grasp like the words for it. I'm trying to like convey it. That's exactly. I agree with with what you said 100%. If I just saw the photo, I would think, "Oh, wow, that's very, that's just her style." It was regal. It was Audrey Hepburn. It reminded me of like a queen or something, definitely covered up, definitely simple, but the Dolce& and Gabbana clean lines were beautiful. And, if that's your taste, that's your taste. The covered comment was the red flag. And I think that's what other people are also grasping onto and kind of confused about. Also, what kind of pushed this narrative even more was the fact that there was one influencer, I think she's like a TikToker, and she does wedding content. She posted about this situation and she basically said, kind of called out just the phrasing in the Vogue article and said that she didn't like it or whatever. And then Olivia Culpo and Christian McCaffrey both responded to this, I think it was a TikToker, this TikToker's video saying what you're saying is evil. It's so evil. And it was weird. It was weird that they both responded from the honeymoon. Anyway, I just want to pull some cards. It's just a strange situation. I don't get it. I don't get what's going on here. So, what was Olivia's reason? Penny says her after party dress was showing plenty. It sure was. I thought the after party dress was fun. Oh my God. Sage Moon says, I mean, if it's her choice, I wouldn't be as alarmed, but her saying her husband likes her covered up is what gives me pause. Yes, Sage Moon. Yes. Let's say it again for everyone in the back. No, 100%. I agree. It was the covered up thing. So what was Olivia Culpo's motivation for choosing that wedding dress? That wedding dress, the chariot, masculine energy, Mars energy. Definitely her husband. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. This is basically saying that the masculine energy in her life, it was her husband. We also have two men here, and I don't think this is two different men. I think that this is symbolic of two different choices. I think that there was another wedding dress choice that she would have gone with if it were just her making the decision for herself completely. I think that he is the one that I don't know, it's weird, but made the final decision for her to choose that dress, which is why he also responded to the TikToker's video saying, what you're saying is just evil. I think he also felt very offended because he essentially picked out the dress as well. Oh my God. He's like, don't insult my dress. Um, okay, that's very weird. Why? Why did he want to pick that certain dress? We're getting in some weird territory, but why? What was his motivation for that? You never know what really goes on behind closed doors, you know? Interesting. Talk about a soap opera. 8 of Wands, up in the air, quick communication. Why did he want to choose that dress? So strange. He's choosing the dress. Gifts. 6 of Pentacles, gifts. Money. A burden. It's complicated. It's giving overthinking also. Dang, this is a little disappointing because you would think that people, when you're planning your wedding, you really want to make it for you, right? Not for what the public is going to think. Okay, I'll get one more. One more clarifier here for why he chose this dress, I guess. Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady wins earth. Okay, traditional values, slow and steady. Okay, here we go. So I will say allegedly for entertainment purposes, this was a calculated move that was not just about personal preference. Like I said, if you look at her Instagram or if you look at any of the content that she's put out there, she definitely dresses sometimes like a little more modestly or whatever, but there are times when she's like really in like little bikinis and doing all kinds of things. So I think her style is pretty diverse, and I do think she likes to look good and be a little bit on the flashier side. Like I said, she's a Taurus sun. We don't know her rising sign. I almost want to guess that it's Capricorn based on like her facial features. I know that sounds weird, but you can sometimes tell someone's rising sign by looking at them because it does rule our physicality. But we don't have her birth time, so it's hard to say for sure. And if she were a Capricorn rising, that would make even a little bit more sense because the dress does look very Capricorn, very prim and proper, very covered up. But according to this tarot tea, she really wasn't loving the dress. And there was another choice that she really, really did want, but she chose this dress because it would make, her husband happy. And the reason that he was so invested in this is because up in the air energy, is 8 is power and influence. He is in the NFL, he's in the public eye. I don't love this because this is talking about him being very concerned with what people are thinking with the image. It's up in the air as of this moment, in his mind, the way that the public is going to perceive him and like with his family and like what he's creating with his family. And so he's like hoping that they like love them. And that's 6 of Pentacles energy, like, 6 is, like, harmony and beauty and, like, family energy, and Pentacles is, like, gifts and money. It's almost like how Taylor and Travis have this, like, halo effect around them, and everybody loves them. They're like an NFL couple, and she's, like, this amazing superstar. Like, it's like he's wants to emulate that type of acceptance and love, and it's a burden at times. 10 of Wands, he feels burdened by this wanting to uphold this certain type of image. And the Knight of Pentacles, this is like your slow and steady wins the race card. This is all about, Pentacles energy, building a strong foundation. This is very traditional. So I would say, people that were speculating, like, is this like trad wife propaganda type of thing? Based on this reading, I would say, I mean, I don't know if there was like an agenda behind it, like if they were trying to influence other people. I feel like it was more an agenda to come across that way themselves, like wanting people to accept them and them feeling like if we present ourselves this way, people will like us more. Okay. That's, hey, you do you. If that's what's important to you, whatever. But I think that makes sense. That checks out. Okay. What are you guys saying? Wait. Okay. Hold on. I got to go up a little bit. Oh, Beth says, "No, I like the word she used. I truly believe that the pendulum has swung so far in the outrageous things that we need a correction." Okay, you know what? Okay, Beth, fair enough, honestly. Okay, true penny at Sage Moon. Sage Moon says, "No, ma'am, not him picking the dress. Like, sir, back off. It's her day too. LOL." Sage, I totally agree. I totally agree. Penny says she wasn't wearing much makeup either. Men like when women are not all done up. Okay, Penny. So you think that men like it more when women aren't done up. So you think that she was really dressing and doing her makeup in a way that, would make him happy. That is consistent with the tarot tea that was spilled. Babalu, red flag. I agree. I do agree. Red flag. Oh, yeah. I feel like, I don't know, like on my wedding day, Lawyer Moog, I will say, God bless him. He was just like, you do whatever makes you happy. We're gonna get married wherever you want. Like, this is a day that is really special and I want you to be happy. And like that really meant a lot to me. I don't know. I would feel very sad, I think, if my husband were trying to like pick out my dress for me and tell me what to like. That would make me so sad. Like I could not do it. I would just be like, you're the biggest red flag. Adios. Um, Sage Moon says, would guess Capricorn rising too, Brit. Okay, Sage. Okay. We see each other. Yeah. So, it wasn't too much of a stretch for her then. If she really is that combination of Capricorn rising, Taurus sun, I could totally see her liking this dress. And I think that's why we got for the Mars card, the Mars energy card, the chariot with the two. I don't think that she like didn't like this dress. I just think that maybe it wasn't like her number one choice. Like I could see maybe there being a little bit something more to the one that she really preferred. But, I think she got on board with it. Okay. Interesting. Sage says she could also be a Leo rising with her Taurus sun in the 10th house, could give off the cap energy. Okay. Okay, Sage Moon. Interesting. Leo rising would also make sense for her based on everything besides what we saw with her wedding dress. Okay. Mm, Sage says, I don't trust that man. I don't either. I don't either, Sage Moon. I'm sorry. I don't either. Penny likes a traditional, simple look. Okay. And again, everyone's preference is different. It's just interesting that with her, it was such a departure from what she usually wears. But I do think that it's nice to look nice on your wedding day. I guess I would prefer that to somebody wearing something that's cut all the way, down to their belly button and like I've seen some wedding dresses that I'm like, "Holy smokes, you're wearing that in front of your father and like all these people that you don't know or like that but like are your friends." Like there are some, but that's extreme. Okay. Anyway, this is why it's an interesting topic because I do think that people fall on both sides of the tracks here. Okay. Nigel says, guys, have y'all listened to Zayn's new album? Ooh, no, I haven't. What are your thoughts on it and your fave tracks? Because I just noticed he has a whole album out. I've been living under a rock, LMAO. Okay, Nigel, I've also been living under a rock apparently. I didn't even know Zayn had a new album out. This is worth checking out for, musical purposes and for tea purposes. I wonder what he wrote about. Like, who has he been dating? We may need to check back in with him after listening to that album. Thank you, Nigel, contributing to that tea. Okay. Beth says, question. Do you all think when Taylor and Travis get married, it's going to be traditional or skimpy? Ooh, I think, oh my gosh, Beth. I don't know. Okay. It could literally go either way because if we think about, and such a good question, Beth, thank you. Brain teaser. Um, Lately on the Eras tour, I've noticed, keep hitting the microphone. I've noticed that her outfits have been getting a little bit more spicy. Like, I feel like she's feeling good, she's feeling sexy, she's got a man, like, so I feel like they've definitely been, like, a little bit more skimpy and spicy, and, like, I've noticed that about some of her looks. She does, like, the undressing thing now, but wedding is different, right? And I think that she probably also, similar to Olivia and, Christian, she probably also wants to portray an image of being, like, regal and mysterious. So I'm gonna say probably covered up for her wedding or more traditional, as it were. Penny says traditional. I think so too. Sage says, "Oh my god, LOL, Brit. I love that. Listening to his album for the tea purposes." Thank you, Sage. For tea purposes. Very important reason. Simple, yep, traditional. Wait, hold on. Sage Moon says, "Ooh, Taylor strikes me as a slip dress." Oh my god. Sage Moon, yes, as a slip wedding dress kind of girl at this stage. What do you think, Beth? Okay, I kind of love that. You know what, Sage Moon? I could see that too. Like, because she's so about, like, things being, like, pure when it comes to, like, love, and, like, I could totally see her just doing, like, a simple slip dress, her hair kind of up and back, maybe even, like, barefoot on the beach, just, like, the 2 of them with, like, a couple of family members there that are, like, really close. Yeah, it's just, like, simple and, like, beautiful and pure. I feel that. I like that. Okay. So pretty. That was fun to think about. Thank you, Beth. Beth says, "I think she will be traditional for her wedding, but in the after party, she will be sexy." I think so too. And then afterwards, like, just little fringe dress. Totally. Okay, Babalu says, "Britt, would you look into Suki Waterhouse and Bradley Cooper? There have been rumors about him not being the nicest partner in the past, and that whole relationship seems icky." Oh my god. And isn't she now with Robert Pattinson and, like, pregnant, I think? I didn't even realize that they dated. Bradley Bradley Cooper's, I don't know. I don't get him. There's something about him. I don't know. I'm not really buying it. And maybe I've just seen too many, like, tea videos about him on YouTube because I am also a consumer of the tea videos. Um, I don't know. I've seen some videos, like, speculating different things about him that I don't want to speculate because it's like, it's personal to him. But, like, a lot of people say that most of his romances are showmances. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, and yes, the answer is yes, Babalu. Thank you for asking. Let's pull a card to see what was the relationship like between Suki Waterhouse and Bradley Cooper. Babalu says that there have been rumors about him not being the nicest person in the past and that relationship seeming icky. What was that relationship like? Page of Wands. Hmm. There was a spark of newness to the connection. Also could be immaturity, immature passion. What else? Tower moment. Okay. Babalu, you said, what was the relationship like? And you heard rumors that things were, like, not great. Now that I've pulled this card to go along with this card, I will say that Bradley Cooper, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, was very passionate and immature in this relationship. And passionate can be romantically passionate, but passion could also be interpreted as anger and someone who's just, like, kind of hot under the collar, like who gets angry easily and is irritable. I would lean towards that because we're here with the Tower card. Oh, dang. So I think what you heard is true, Babalu. I would have to say Probably true, because it seems like in that relationship, he was very immature and very quick to anger, which that's not cool. That really sucks. And that caused a tower moment. That was what caused the breakup, the breakdown of the connection due to his immaturity, basically. Weird. Because I think she's also younger than him. So let's pull a card now for how she showed up in the relationship and then how he showed up in the relationship, just to kind of give some clarity. Okay, how did Bradley Cooper show up in the relationship? Just a confirmation here of his energy in that connection. What was his primary energy in the connection with Suki Waterhouse back in the day? Four of Cups, dissatisfaction. Ugh. Oh my God. Four of Cups. This is like I have three cups, but I'm sad about the one thing I don't have. This is someone who is always seeing the negative side, always seeing the glass half empty. My gosh. No wonder. I mean, that is not fun. That with the Page of Wands and the Tower card. So it was almost like his negativity and bad vibes, sorry, led to the breakup, led to the tower moment. Okay. How did Suki Waterhouse primarily show up in the connection? Babalu says she was so young, just gave an interview alluding to abusive situations and fetishized Lolita style. Oh no. Okay, Babalu, that makes sense. Oh, how sad. Okay. Yuck. How did she show up in the connection primarily? Five of Pentacles. Okay, she felt really left out in the cold. Also, this Five of Pentacles can be a symbol of a power imbalance financially, which often does happen when there is an age difference in relationships, right? If one person is older and they've had more time to earn money and build their career, they're just naturally going to be more financially set than someone who is younger and just starting off. And that can lead to the feeling of a power imbalance, especially if someone else is like dissatisfied, angry, like just kind of, you know, I think that she just felt very left out in the cold. And this is kind of like less than Five of Pentacles. It's just like feeling like you're not enough, you don't have enough, you can't really like be what they want you to be. That is really sad. This was a very bad relationship. Okay. I'm just going to say, based on these cards, Page of Wands, the Tower, Four of Cups, and Five of Pentacles. Like, it doesn't get much ickier than that. So I'm gonna say I am very happy that that relationship ended, especially for her because no one should live in this Five of Pentacles energy in a relationship. Life is too short for that. Okay. Babalu, thank you for the request. Hopefully that kind of clears it up for you. That clears it up for me. I'm like, ick. Definitely getting the ick from him. Okay, what did you guys think? Thank you again for the question though. That was awesome. Okay, let's see. Penny says, I thought him and Lady Gaga were going to get together. LOL. I did too. That really seemed like that was the real thing. But I think at the time, didn't he have a relationship? Wasn't he with Irina Shayk at the time? Or she was in a relationship? Somebody was in a relationship. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe there was like a little something. Yes, you're getting the vision. we get the vision, Sage Moon. We're seeing we're seeing it. Lou said, "Hi, could you see what Patrick Mahomes thinks of Taylor and Travis's relationship, please?" Ooh, yes, absolutely, Lou. And welcome, by the way. Thank you for your question. Okay. Let's see. Beth says, FYI, Caitlin Clark is the basketball superstar and she's breaking records and setting them too. That's amazing. Nothing like breaking the records that you're setting. Holy smokes. That's awesome, Beth. Okay. Beth says, I want to know if Caitlin Clark will be WNBA Rookie of the Year. I have been totally following her for a few years, and the WNBA is a big hot mess. Oh my God. Yes, Beth, we will totally pull that tea. I've been hearing about her all over different podcasts that I listen to because, yeah, she's amazing. That's a great question. Thank you, Beth. Okay, Lou. What does Patrick Mahomes think of Taylor and Travis's relationship? Let's see. What does he think of their relationship? Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. What are his feelings deep down about the connection? Four of Swords, the healing card. Okay. I'm just going to pull a couple and then I'm going to interpret them all together. I find that sometimes I jump the gun and then I like the energy, like it's better to see how it like plays together. So, Four of Swords, healing, interesting. What else? Page of Cups, interesting. And then one last one, and I will interpret them all together. 10 of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. So, what does Patrick Mahomes think of Taylor and Travis's relationship? We have this combination of healing energy, something new and fresh and like youthful. This is giving like like that song So High School that Taylor wrote for Travis. Very much. It's like so high school, so pure. The energy is healing. He sees it as a healing relationship for both of them, which is cool. He also thinks that it reminds him of like young love or like puppy love with Page of Cups energy, like something that really is genuinely like new for both of them. And um, it feels like just this puppy love energy of like innocence. And then 10 of Pentacles, he also sees it as something that is going to make them a lot of money, like almost accidentally. It's like he sees them as like a power couple, as a powerhouse. He also sees how her being in his life has been a big boost for Travis, like on every level, including like status and even career opportunities that are coming his way. And vice versa. He sees Travis in Taylor's life as really boosting like the appeal for her even more, like her appealing to even more people who are fans of the NFL and people seeing her in a happy relationship is also in a roundabout way giving her more abundance because people just are rooting for her as well and are happy to see her finally in a good relationship. So he sees it as not only like a healing, genuine, like expression of like love for both of them, but also something that's like benefiting them materially. So I'm gonna say he definitely approves. Like 10 out of 10, he loves these two together. Wow. And he's also a Virgo sun. So I think that he is very insightful when it comes to healing energy. You know, Virgos definitely pick up on like healing, and that's one of our like themes. So I think that, yeah, I trust what he thinks about that one. Allegedly for entertainment purposes. Okay, Beth wants to know about Caitlin Clark. Will she be WNBA Rookie of the Year? Okay, let's see. Will she be Rookie of the Year? Caitlin Clark. Eight of Pentacles. Yes, she will. Yes, she will. Eight of Pentacles. This is about power and hard work. The tarot T doesn't get more clear than this. Oh my God, this is just like a resounding yes answer. She's going to be rewarded for her Eight of Pentacles energy. She's been putting in the work. She's been working really hard. She's been making money. Like you just said, Beth, that she's been making records and breaking records. Yeah, she's going to be in her era of recognition and power. And I think she's going to be making even more money after this. So a resounding yes. So good for her. Exciting. Very exciting. Eight of Pentacles. Dang, that's a good answer to get like someone asking like, are you going to get like an award? It's like, yes, it's all paying off for her. That's awesome. Okay, let's see. Sage Moon is giving us lightning bolts and I think Sage Moon's saying it's electric. Electric, maybe. Chrissy says, hi, Chrissy. How's it going? Chrissy says, Renee Zellweger dated him too. Oh, yeah. She was with him and helped him during his dad's illness. After his dad passed, they broke it off. Oh, wow, Chrissy. I did not know about that. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Babalu says, thanks, Brett. Yeah, I've never quite trusted him. And the tarot T speaks loud. The tarot T sometimes is screaming. Let's see. Beth says, I know, Penny. I get worked up and scream at the TV. Oh my God, I love it. You guys would love watching a game with Lawyer Moog then. He's like screaming at the TV, and I'm telling the dogs, I'm like, it's okay, guys. It's okay. But they're used to it now. Oh my God. Yeah, it gets wild in this house. Penny says, "Was Travis really crying at Taylor's last concert in Amsterdam?" Penny, the answer is yes. Okay, I don't wanna give it away. So I filmed a tarot tea today that I'm editing. I'm probably not gonna add too many images just because that takes, like, some time, and I've noticed that, like, I will not be able to put the videos out fast enough to keep up with this, a little behind the scenes, to keep up with, like, the breaking news and, like, the stories, and I really wanna be able to keep up with stuff more. So, I may just add, like, a few less photos and get it out, like, sometime tomorrow because it's good. The reading is very, I don't wanna give too much away, but it's good. And I did the reading specifically on an article that was talking about him crying at the concert, so stay tuned. Dun, dun, dun. But thank you for the question. Yes, I too was curious, Penny. Lou says, "Thanks." Oh my gosh, you're welcome. Thank you for the request, Lou. Chan Lo says, "Castle Rat is the new thing right now." Oh, okay. I don't know what that is, but I will be happy to look it up. Castle Rat. Okay. I like it. All right. So, next story, guys. Next story. We have a lot of stories. Okay. I don't know if I want to do this one or not. Okay. I'm going to skip that one because it's a little bit, I don't know, there's been a lot of people getting, like, called out for allegations of, like, essay type of things, and it's just, like, very sad, and I'm thinking this is, like I was saying before, like, the Pluto retrograde energy, it's good because it's, like, excavating and exposing everything, but, man, it can get tiring to keep hearing about all this stuff, but it's good. It's good that it's coming out, you know? That's what Pluto does, heals things by just pushing everything to the surface. I had another story about that, but I think I'm gonna skip it, for right now because we just did one. Um on the live stream with Zach Justice. Okay. This one's kind of weird. So, have you guys heard about the whole thing with, like, Jack Wright? I didn't know who he was. He's like a Gen Z, I think a TikToker or something. I didn't know who he was, but I do listen to, like, the Canceled Podcast is, like, one of my guilty pleasure podcasts that I'll just, like, put on my TV while I'm working or doing whatever. And in one of the podcast episodes, Tana Mojo said that there was a particular influencer that she thought had sociopathic tendencies, citing that at, like, Halloween parties for the past few years, he has been on the low, like, dressing up as Jeffrey Dahmer, which is really strange because she said he'll, like, post photos of himself from Halloween in, like, different costumes, like, on his social media and stuff. But then when she sees him at a party, for the past few years, he's been dressed as Jeffrey Dahmer, and she just thought that was, like, really strange. And then she said that they were playing a game of Never Have I Ever, where you, like, say, "Never have I ever," I don't know, eaten chocolate ice cream or whatever. And if you haven't done it, you, like, put a finger down. And if you have, or like, no, if you have done it, you put a finger down. And if you haven't done it, you leave a finger up. A lot of us played that, like, in middle school, right? Well, she said that they would go around the circle at this Halloween party and everybody was normal, like, just asking random questions that were just kind of silly. And she said every time it got to him, he would ask a question that was, like, very creepy and, like, scary. Like, one of them was, "Never have I ever thought of, like, harming someone that I'm in a relationship with. Never have I ever thought about harming an animal," like, or have I harmed an animal? Like, horrible, like, really icky, like, serial killer type of stuff. So, she talked about this on her podcast, but didn't say the name of the influencer. Then they went on their live tour, and at this live tour, someone in the audience, they do this segment where audience members can ask questions. And someone in the audience asked, "Who was the influencer that you were talking about that has these, like, sociopath tendencies?" And she told them at the live show. And so, of course, the information leaked. And then she said that she was, like, threatened by a certain influencer recently and that she's actually scared. And anyway, that's kind of what's been going on there. So let's pull a couple cards on Jack Wright, just because it's giving, like, true crime potential true crime tarot tea. Hmm. That says, "Oh my god, that is creepy. That is creepy." Sage Moon says, "Tip for including pics, Brit. You can add pics in StreamYard as overlays or present them with Google Slides or upload them as slides. That way, you present the pics as you record without editing." Hmm. Thank you, Sage Moon. Sage Moon, my Virgo sis, always having, like, good solutions. I appreciate that. That's very kind. Thank you for the solutions. I may go back to trying that out. I did that for a little bit. And maybe I'll go back to trying that out. I think you might be right there, Sage Moon. That could help a lot. Okay. Sage says, yo, that's interesting. Okay, so let's pull a card for Jack Wright and his energy. There's also a lot of videos now on YouTube about it and about him and looking deeper into him and like just stuff that other people have said about him. And he just is seeming like a very creepy character. Okay. Jack Wright. Sorry, I'm trying to like connect with the energy. Takes a second. Okay. Oop. I'm gonna take the two that I pulled. Okay. Wow. All right. So we have Best Friend of the Year awards, the Six of Wands, and we have the Ace of Cups. My cup runneth over. Okay, let's get another one so I can interpret them together. Beth says Virgo twins, power active. Yes. Totally, Beth. Totally. We need little rings to activate or something. Huh. King of Cups. Emotion, emotion, emotion. Okay. Is he a question? Is he a Pisces? Or does he have Pisces in his chart somewhere? I'm gonna get one more to clarify this. King of Wands, fire. Okay. Interesting. So here's what I have for him. For Jack Wright and the controversy or like the alleged, I don't know, his personality or the things that he's been doing. She also cited that he like has done a lot of drugs and things like that, but he has like a really clean cut image online. So we have first, I got these two water energy cards and I got two fire cards. So the two water energy cards that I pulled for him are the King of Cups and the Ace of Cups. This is a lot of intense emotion. Okay. These are the two most emotional cards in the deck. And typically, when I would pull these cards in a reading, I'd be like, oh, amazing, wonderful, like so positive, like very emotionally aware. And then I would be like, oh, wow, Ace of Cups, my cup runneth over with like joy and abundance. But pulling them together as an answer to this question about someone's mental state, someone who has been rumored to be like unhinged and like over the top and into like, substances and things like that. I would say this is extreme. This is extreme emotion. This is overwhelmed by emotion. Honestly, alleged for entertainment purposes only, this could be someone that may have some sort of like schizophrenic or like multiple personality thing. And again, I'm not saying that he does. It's just a tarot reading. But this could very much line up with that. Someone that may have multiple personalities or may have something going on like chemically where their emotions are very extreme. Because this is just like, I mean, it doesn't get more emotional than this. Also, the King of Cups can be associated in tarot readings with Pisces energy. Pisces in astrology is associated with the 12th house, which can be vices and addictions. So, putting all that together, I'm going to say yes. I think she was telling the truth about him. And I do think that he struggles with intense emotions and could be using certain substances to try to cope with that. When really, what would be more helpful would be, seeking professional help. Um, okay. And then coupled with, we have Six of Wands and King of Wands. So coupled with two wand cards. This is how I think he presents himself to the world, how she was talking about his online persona being extremely different from his true self. I would say his true self would be this water energy. Um, the way he presents himself, though, is Six of Wands and King of Wands. So this is like in control, passionate, exciting, fun, creative. And then the Six of Wands, like a good friend, the Best Friend of the Year awards card, like someone who is very just like there for people. And this is just someone who really could possibly be wearing a mask, right? This is how they present. This is what they're really going through or who they really are. It's very different. We have fire and water. Yeah, I would say confirmed. I think that she was telling the truth about that. Um, and we have two kings, King of Wands and King of Cups. That's very concerning because it's two very strong energies. Again, this could be multiple having a multiple personality issue. Yeah, that's pretty dark. And I hope that he gets help if that is really what's going on with him. Also, if he's actually like harmed animals and stuff, like that's awful. Like, I don't know, like jail, immediate jail. Um, Yikes. Okay, that kind of threw me for a loop. I knew it would be weird, but like that was really weird. All right, I'm gonna sip a little of my tea, tarot tea, and reset. Definitely saging after this. Mm, okay, what are you guys saying? Liz made it fashionably late. Oh, Liz, you are so fashionable. Thank you for being here. Oh my God, so excited to see you. Let's see. Do. Yes, Sage Moon. Video game Gunner 58. Hello. Hello. How are you? Good to have you in here. Hey, Liz and Gamer, Beth says. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Okay, let's see. What else? You guys have another request? Good. Just winding down. Thank you. Oh, nice. Good. Winding down with a little tarot tea. Penny says sicko, right? I'm getting sicko energy. I agree. Yes, burn the sage. Definitely. Definitely. The sage will be burned big time tonight. That was, yeah, he's a creep. I think she was 100% telling the truth. And I think it's good that it was exposed because, like, this stuff has to come to light. Just saying, it does. Um, that's the only way to like cleanse it, have people become accountable. All that's important. All right. Moving on to a different tea story. Let's see if there's so much tea to get into. Mm. All the tea is so dark today. Why are all my tea stories dark? All right, so I am gonna read the one that I was thinking of not reading because it also has to do with Tana. Tana is definitely in her telling the truth era, and I hope that she doesn't stop. She's expressed that she's on her podcast that she's gonna stop, exposing people because it's getting her in trouble or whatever. I hope that she doesn't stop. I hope that she keeps telling the truth because I think it's important. Another thing that came out and was exposed during her live tour of the canceled podcast was her relationship. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm sorry. All the tea is inappropriate today. Was her inappropriate relationship with Cody Ko. Now, if you guys don't know who Cody Ko is, he is a YouTuber who's been around for a really, really long time. I just discovered him probably back in like October. And I remember it because it was when we were in LA and hanging out with my brother. And I discovered one of his videos that was like reacting to early 2000s like TV shows. And I put it on TV, and my brother and I were just like dying laughing because it was some of the shows that we grew up with, like just ludicrous, crazy shows that we all thought were like normal, like reality shows that were just awful back in the early 2000s. And I really started to like his content, and ever since then, I've been watching it. He also does these like Cody trains videos, and it was really motivating and helping me when I was like first working out with the dogs. Anyway, okay. So I was like very loving his like clean cut vibe and like funny reaction videos. I was sitting with my brother. Well, a few weeks ago, Tana exposed that they actually had a relationship when she was underage, when she was 17. And she did the same thing that she did with Jack Wright, where she talked about him without saying his name. And then someone asked about, that whole situation when she was live at her show. And she basically said, yes, that she did have a relationship with him when she was underage. Okay. He has not addressed it. He and his wife just had a baby. And he's been just putting content out as usual, and he has not addressed. He has not said, yes, that's true, and I apologize. She's also said that he texted her at one point when he was getting married, and he said something like, "Are we good?" Basically, like not wanting her to expose him. I haven't been able to watch his channel since, even though I really used to enjoy his videos. Makes me a little bit bummed because I just kind of started liking him as like one of my favorite creators. But can't really watch anymore just because just gives me the ick now. But let's just see if anything's gonna happen to him as a result of her exposing this. I have noticed that his views have been going down. People have been talking in his Reddit about the situation, and people are very disappointed. So let's just see. Oh, you guys are having some good, let's see. Good request. Okay, I'm gonna do the request next. All of the tea that I have is so icky. Okay. What is gonna happen with Cody Ko? Let's see, first of all, how is he gonna react to the situation? Is he going to address it? Because he hasn't yet. Oh, the star card. Okay. Let me pull a couple more before I interpret. Oh my God, Nigel, I just read what you said. Zayn mentioned he's never been in love in the new Zach Zhang show interview. Oh my God, I have to watch that. What? Very interesting, Nigel. Holy smokes. And he like had a baby with um Gigi Hadid. I bet she wouldn't like to know that. Oh my God. But okay. Judgment. The star card and the judgment card. Okay, let's get one more. Two of Wands, the future. One more. Sorry, this is kind of a wild energy here. We're going to interpret. Okay. So here's sort of what's going on with him and him not addressing it. So the reason he hasn't addressed it is because star card energy. He's hoping that his celebrity status will transcend whatever allegations are made against him or whatever he's done in the past. He's really trying to fly above it. Star card energy, just like keep shining, keep doing what he's doing, put his blinders on. Definitely, he's going to keep this approach going. I don't see him addressing it. Judgment energy, though, is catching up with him. So I don't think that that's a good approach. I think that addressing the situation, making an apology, being sincere, exploring, exploring content about why that's wrong, sharing that, like turning this into an educational moment where, he can talk about learning from the situation and things like that would be better than not addressing it at all. And this judgment card energy does talk about things catching up to him. I think that his future, Two of Wands, the future that he's looking towards, the future that he wants to create, the continued growth is going to be negatively impacted by him staying in his star card energy, by him not addressing it. Um, yeah, you definitely don't want judgment before your future. This is talking about a judgment day type of energy coming for him. It could be some sort of reckoning like we've seen for these other creators. Um, yeah, but it's not good. Judgment card, you definitely don't want that to be something you pull when you've done something wrong. Because this is talking about it really, kind of coming back to bite you. And then 7 of Cups, this is a lot of choices to make. So he does need to make some sort of choice. Um, we're going to see that this is like the energy we got for Tara Yummy in the tarot reading I did for her in the other live stream, where this is kind of the energy that you have after like something falls apart. So I wonder if he's going to have to make a career move, a career change, because I do see his creator success really suffering because of this. So I think he might have to make a career change. I don't think that I don't think he's going to fully bounce back from this. Interesting. Okay, I just wanted to pull some cards and see what was going on there. Very weird. Okay, but you guys have some good requests, so let's see. Oh my god. Hold on. Sage Moon says, wait. Hold on. There's so much good stuff. Okay, Liz says, Britt, do you know if Benny Blanco has a kid? My friends and I can't seem to come to a definitive answer. Okay, Liz, I literally don't know either. I have been trying to figure this out too. So, okay, you probably saw that same video that talked about how he had a kid and how he was like putting the child on TikTok and it was like inappropriate and it was icky. So I was talking to my brother about this because he's in the music industry and I always like run music tea by him and I'm like, "What do you think about this? What do you think about that?" And most of the time he's like, I don't really know." But, we like to spill a little tea between the two of us and I was asking him or no, I was telling him about Benny Blanco and the whole situation with the TikToker and my with the TikTok and my brother was like, "What?" He was like, "Benny Blanco doesn't have a kid. That's what do you mean? Like maybe that video is fake." So I have no clue either, Liz. Like also can't have a definitive answer on this. Maybe let's pull a card. Does he have a kid or not? I mean, what? This is a question that only the tarot T can answer at this point. Does Benny Blanco already have a child? Weird that, like, we can't find the answer though, isn't it? Judgment. What? Why judgment? Well, let's get another one. Judgment? Does he have a child? What's the judgment? Um, the magician? Okay, one more. Oh, hold on. I think I get what this means. My God, this is weird. Okay, so I'm gonna say yes, he does have a child. Magician. You could fill in the blanks. This is the energy of creation, of creating something. So yes, he has a child, but he's afraid of judgment. Something surrounding the child. Maybe it's the child's mother. Maybe it's something about the circumstances of, like, I don't really know. Allegedly for entertainment purposes, there's something about him having a child that he's worried about judgment. And Six of Pentacles, this is the energy we got for Christian McCaffrey when he was worried about, like, the public seeing him in, like, a positive light. So funny. But yeah, it's like the same kind of thing. It's like he's worried about how the public will perceive him. Maybe it's because he was raised old school where you need to marry the person that you have a child with. And maybe that's like a judgment that he has in his own mind. So he doesn't want people to know. But this is a yes energy, but I'm getting this feeling that he's hiding it. He wants to keep the child hidden in some way. So even if he shares it sometimes on TikTok, which is strange that he would share it, but maybe he shared it on TikTok, but then um I don't know, but for some reason it's not like public knowledge, or like maybe he says that this isn't actually his kid. Maybe he says that this is his his nephew. Maybe he introduces his child as his nephew, or there's something weird. There's something off, which is why a lot of people can't figure it out. So I would say that yes, he has a biological child, and yes, he's trying to hide this fact for some reason, allegedly for entertainment purposes. Very weird. That's very weird, especially because it's like, just like, what? If you have a child, just like, okay. But I think he's weird anyway. I definitely think he's strange, my personal opinion. Okay. So that's what we got on that. All right. What do you guys, let's see. Beth says it's the year of truth and exposing the darkness. Beth, it really is. It really is. And sometimes it can feel scary when you're in the moment of darkness, but that's when the light is about to come on. You got to walk through the darkness, right? It's important to expose it. But yeah, so true, Beth. Sage Moon says, "Oh, is that why the Cody Ko stuff came back up? I remember thinking he had weird energy. Then folks were saying he was looking at Tana all weird when she was underage." Sage Moon, okay. So I recently did a deep dive after this allegation thing came up, and I was like disappointed as someone who was like a relatively new fan. I was like, well, I need to like, educate myself on this. And because if this is true, like I can't support his channel and like watch his videos. So I did a little deep dive, and I did see that video that you're talking about where they like collaborated on some content back in the day. And like she was so young, and yes, and he was like looking at her weird. And when I watched that, I knew. I knew. I was like, yep, this is true. And this is like really gross and icky. And then there were other things that I found out when I did my deep dive, that like he and his wife are still friends with someone who was like convicted of R-wording someone when they were at Duke, which already has kind of a reputation for some things going on, at Duke University. Not everybody obviously that went there, but there were some things that happened, I think, like, back in the early 2000s that were, like, really terrible. So, I don't know, it just seems like he comes from a certain type of cultural belief system that's, like, toxic, toxic masculinity type of stuff. But I think he was really covering that up on his channel for a while, at least to me. Like, I thought he seemed, like, really nice, and he would always, like, present the view of the woman, and also, like, I don't know, he just seemed very, like, gender neutral to me. Like, he was just, like, treating everybody the same in his reaction videos, and definitely, like, taking the woman's side a lot and stuff as well as the man's side. I don't know, I used to really like him, and seems like it's all an act, sadly. But yeah, Sage Moon, totally. And I also think that that's why it's, like, coming back up, because Pluto retrograde. Anything that's been happening, it's coming up. Um Babalu says, "Britt, would you look into Andrew Shue and his relationship with TJ Holmes' ex?" Yes. The whole couple swap, and apparently TJ Holmes and Amy are not doing good. Babaloo, yes. It gives me so much pleasure to do this reading. I relish this. Um, Totally. And this is one of those stories where I think that it's just like a happy ending, kind of the karma worked out. The two in the relationship that were cheated on, they found love with each other. They got together. They seem happy. They seem like they were like the nice ones, in those relationships. And then the couple that cheated with each other seems like they kind of got what they deserved by both ending up with a cheater. You know what I mean? Okay. So they say how you get them is how you lose them. And those two seem like they both walked away from, very nice people, only to end up with someone who is just like them. Karma at its finest. So let's see. How is Andrew Shue and I wish we knew her name, the woman's name, and TJ Holmes' ex. Wait, Mary Lee Feibig or something? Is that it? Hold on. Let's see. Andrew. Yes. Oh my God. Okay. Sometimes I can't remember a damn thing. And then I'll remember something random, like, just from way downtown, as Michael says. Marilee Feibig. Okay. So, how is the relationship going between Andrew Shue and Marilee Feibig? How is the relationship going? Oh my God. Okay, cute. Nine of Cups, very cute energy. This is both of them feeling like they are happy and fulfilled. And like, this is I have my cake and I'm eating it too. And like, just happy. Like, this is just like happiness. And what I love is that this is the energy for the couple, meaning that they both feel this way. Both of them feel like they can be themselves and they are loved and just like enjoying their life, enjoying their cheesecake, really finally getting to experience what they always hope to. I think it's a very solid relationship and they really bonded through that experience. I love that. It's like they both finally have someone that like is loyal. That's so cute. Okay. So happy for them. What about TJ Holmes and Amy Roback? How are they doing? I think we already know, but let's just see. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes, of course. How are they doing? Two of Pentacles. Yikes. Okay. Two of Pentacles. This is about balancing things. Has to do with money and stability. This is feeling strained. So this is like trying to make ends meet. Both of them lost their jobs that were, like, very high paying. I don't know what they're doing now. I think they, like did they start a podcast or something? I don't know, but they're not in the public eye like they were. I mean, both had jobs as morning show anchors on, like, one of the top morning shows in the United States. Like, that's a huge paycheck for both of them. And since losing that, this is financial strain, and this is trying to balance their life. Okay. How do they okay, so let's first see, how does TJ Holmes feel currently? And then we'll see how Amy feels. How does he feel currently about his love life? Let's just say his general love life. Four of Wands. Okay, he's thinking about so he's not married to Amy, right? They're not married. So this is a marriage card. So he's thinking about I think he's thinking about his ex-wife. Oh my God. Is this regrets? This is talking about marriage. Okay, he's thinking about the person that he was married to. Hierophant. Oh my God. This is also a marriage card. Whoa. Two marriage cards. That's just confirming basically that he's thinking about his ex-wife. Okay, what are his thoughts when it comes to his ex-wife? He's probably just regretting it so much. Seven of Wands. This is like competition. This is fire energy. This is like jealousy. I think that he thought when he did that, I think he thought that he could have someone like something spicy on the side, like with his coworker, but I think he never wanted to get caught. And so I think that he is very jealous now. Seven of Wands. I think that he's jealous that someone else is getting to be with his ex-wife. I really do think that he felt um very regretful and upset when that didn't work out, when he got caught. Seven of Wands. This is truly like having regret about messing it up, about now her moving on. Um, ugh, that is not a happy energy at all. Okay, but that's karma. How does Amy feel about her love life? How does Amy Robach feel about her love life? Allegedly, for entertainment purposes, it's a burden. 10 of wands. Yeah. Okay. So, Babalu, you said they're the word on the street is they're not doing well. They are not doing well. There is strain financially. There is the feeling that the relationship is a burden. There is on his side regret. I've created a marker. Oh, oops. There is, I don't know. I'm like pressing buttons over here. There is regret about his marriage that he ruined through competition. 7 of wands. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if he was cheating with more than one person, not just with Amy, because this is like multiple people. And I also think that he's jealous that now she's moved on because of that. Yeah, yikes. So confirmed, Babalu. I think that what you heard and what you've been speculating is right. I think that Andrew and Marilee are happy and they are feeling good about their lives. And I think that TJ and Amy have received karma in the form of each other. Oops. Yikes. Okay. Beth says, totally icky. Okay. Nigel says, Britt Zane also mentioned, oh, wait. Yeah. We talked about that. About, oh, he's never been in love. That is so bizarre. Oh my God. Nigel, I have to listen to that. I have to listen to his new, like, album and then maybe do a whole deep dive on Zayn Malik because he is such an interesting character. Yeah, I just would be interesting to see. Thank you for bringing that up. I will check out the interview. Liz says, I remember their collab video many years ago. Right? TJ says, yeah, the Cody stuff made me so sad. Apparently, this isn't the first time he's been called out before and ghosted the internet. Really? The first time it happened was the week he proposed to his wife. Oh my gosh. TJ, do you know what it was about? Do you remember what the call out was about? Was it about the same thing with Tana or was it about something else? The week he proposed to his wife. You know, I feel like if that keeps happening, like the week you propose to your wife right after you've had a baby, I think the best thing he could do at this point is like just come clean. Like karma is coming for you. Just like come clean, own up. The most powerful thing to do is to own up and just be honest and like, get into therapy. I don't know. Like there are ways to deal with it, but just ghosting, pretending like it's not happening, it's not going to go away if he keeps doing that? Nigel says, I just watched it a few minutes ago. Oop. The Zayn Malik interview. Oh my God, I can't wait to watch it. Jaded Kate says, wait, what happened with Cody Ko? See, I hate to be the one to tell you because it just really stinks. So basically, in a nutshell, Jaded Kate, like Tana Mojo said that Cody Ko allegedly was with her, hooked up with her, slept with her, the whole thing when she was 17 years old and he was like, I think 25. And it just was like really bad. And she talked about that. People called it out. People are really disappointed that he did that. And then he hasn't addressed it at all. And so people are like not watching his videos as much. His numbers are going down. And he just keeps avoiding it. At one point, someone in the Reddit group was saying that like every single comment that was mentioning Tana or asking like, did that really happen? It was just getting deleted. And so, yeah, that's what happened in a nutshell. But there are like a lot of videos about it. If you want to just type that into your little YouTube search bar, you'll see a ton of stuff. Yeah. Sorry to be the one to tell you that because that's such a bummer. Sage Moon says, wonder if he has Capricorn or Aquarius energy. We're getting close to 0 degrees Aquarius, then 29 Cap after that. Oh Lord. I think he is I think he's a Sagittarius sun. But I would be interested to look at his birth chart too, Sage Moon. Such a good point. Hmm. I'm 1 degree Aquarius rising, and I feel like I definitely have been like going through transformations, but feeling good. And it's just been going right over my ascendant lately. So I'm just like, I'm hanging on. No, but yeah, that would make a lot of sense because that would definitely be a time where he's being exposed for anything that he's been trying to hide. Okay, Sage Moon, maybe looking at his birth chart would be something good to do. Liz says people keep saying no, it's his nephew, but he also talks as if he doesn't have kids. Okay, Liz. Okay, totally. I think that that is what the cards were saying, that he's trying to act like he doesn't have kids, but that he does. But he's like trying to hide it because he's afraid of judgment. If he does, he's never seen with them, and Selena loves kids. It's like he's trying to like not, I don't know. It's like he's trying to like seem like he doesn't even, right? And it wouldn't even be a big deal. Just like be there with your kids. I don't know. It's strange. It's giving I really care about perception too much. And it's like projecting his biases onto what he thinks others will think of him. Allegedly. Penny says, "Thanks for the tea, Britt. I have to go to bed. Good night, all." Good night, Penny. Sweet dreams. Thank you for being here. You're the best. We love you. Cody gives overgrown frat boy, LOL. So true. So true, Sage. And I didn't really notice it until I started looking more closely. I do like some of like this stupid humor. Like my sense of humor is like very immature, okay? Like extremely. And like I think that like the stupidest things are like so funny. And that's I think that's why I liked his videos because he would react to like Reddit comments and like just I don't know. I just thought it was so funny. So now I've been exposed for being for being a 14-year-old boy sometimes. But yeah, it stinks. He's not that innocent. Let's see. Yes, Sage. Okay. What are you guys saying? Is he cheating on Amy now? Ooh, about TJ? Good question. Let's see, Babaloo. Is TJ Holmes cheating on Amy now? I would not be surprised if he was. Oh my God. Ooh, Liz, you said, Selena, please break up with Benny. Let's pull some cards on their relationship after this. I'm very curious. Yes, we should do a deep dive on Zayn. Nigel says, okay, Nigel, I'll have to listen to the whole album first, and then that would be fun, right? Okay, let's do it. Is TJ Holmes cheating on Amy Roback now? Yes or no? Knight of Swords. The energy of moving forward quickly. Let's pull another one for clarity. This is not good. 10 of Swords. Oh, 2 swords here. Let me get a third one to clarify. Oh my gosh, you guys. This person, allegedly for entertainment purposes, he cannot stay out of the drama. 7 of Cups. Oh my God. A lot of choices. Okay. So the answer so I would say yes, that he was, and he recently ended another like side relationship, allegedly for entertainment purposes. This Knight of Swords energy is like aggressive and thinking that like you can kind of like make anything happen that you want. It's like thinking you can outsmart people or just like manipulate situations because of how smart you are and how you're just very able to like lie and allegedly lie and get what you want. This is Knight of Swords. It's like the energy of feeling like you're kind of invincible. And this is what a lot of like people that with narcissistic tendencies have, right? They feel like they can manipulate situations by just, they'll just casually lie. It's like kind of a pathological liar type of thing. And this person on the card is moving forward with what they want, using their intellect to get what they want. It's an aggressive card. But then we have the 10 of Swords following the Knight of Swords, meaning that he was doing that and for some reason, one of those side relationships ended. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. I dropped this card. Okay. The energy's wild. 7 of Cups. This is a lot of choices. This can also be about thinking about multiple relationships or wanting like almost like multiple lives. It's like thinking like, well, I could be with this person and have this kind of life. I could be with that person and have that kind of life. What is his like zodiac sign? Like I feel like he's so ungrounded and like just always looking for the next thing. It's like, what's next? What's next? Um, and that's why his relationship ended, and that's why I think that this relationship with Amy is eventually gonna end as well. It's like never satisfied, never able to really commit or emotionally fully involve yourself in one connection. So it's like you just keep kind of abandoning it or messing it up. Yeah, that's like very chaotic. It feels really like again, I want to burn some sage. Like it's just icky. It's kind of like low vibe, you know? Mm. Okay. Let's see. So Babalu, I would say yes, he was cheating on Amy, and another situationship just ended. Yikes. Okay, it's giving chaos. Okay. Let's see. Nigel says, but Zane's energy felt lighter, like he is actually smiling and laughing more in interviews compared to 6 years ago. He also said his daughter changed that for him. Oh my God. Well, that's really nice. I'm glad that he's like feeling lighter and happier. Didn't he leave One Direction because he was feeling like a lot of stress and like didn't something about it he didn't like or he was having issues. So yeah, I feel like maybe his life has less pressure now than he used to experience. Maybe he's getting in touch with his true self and he has a daughter, so he's like experiencing what like pure love and happiness is like. I really love that. And I hope that this music reflects that. It would be cool to see like that different side of him. Oh my God. Sage Moon says, you got this. Haha. Pluto's giving you that build it and they'll come energy. Oh my God. Sage Moon, you're talking about my 1 degree, the Pluto like hovering over my my 1 degree ascendant, just like "Ee, ee, ee, ee." Thank you so much. Definitely have been experiencing a lot of transformations with how I view myself and like what I want in life and reflecting on where I've been. So thank you, Sage Moon. You're so sweet. Thank you for giving me that healing energy that you bring. That really is lovely. All right. Build it and they will come. Love it. Okay, let's see. Liz, Selena, please break up with Benny. All right, let's see what's going on with Selena and Benny. We have not checked in on those two for a while. Maybe let's end on this one. What do you guys think? Let's end on this one. We do have to get some sleep, I guess, at some point. Wait. Beth says, me too, 14-year-old too. Beth, I think that's why we get each other's humor. Beth is like, I love all of your phrases. Like, I was telling Michael the other day, I was like, we have like our own little language now with the tea time community. Like when you said Shawn Mendes like wanted somebody, I was like, if you didn't know, if you weren't in this community, you'd be like, what the heck are they talking about? Just anyway, you crack me up, Beth. Yes, we get each other. And I would recommend Cody Ko videos if he wasn't exposed now for being a creep. So we'll have to find other funny people. Okay. Selena and Benny Blanco, what is going on with their connection now? It seems like every time I turn around, there's a new headline coming out about like how close they are or how well their relationship is going. What is the predominant energy surrounding their connection at this time? Let's see. The sun. Oh my God. Okay. Guys, it doesn't get much clearer than that. Actual happiness, true happiness. Whether or not, I mean, there have been some weird things that have come out about Benny Blanco. I don't even know if half of them are true. We've done some readings that, he hasn't really come through in the most favorable light. But I will say, all of that aside, they do seem genuinely happy with each other at this moment in time. And, it's always nice to see two people happy and in love. The sun card is like, doesn't get better than that. Surrounded by sunflowers, like your true essence of happiness, feeling seen, feeling appreciated. Let's do past, present, future for those two. In the past, when they first got together, what was the main motivating force for Selena and Benny? In the past, two of wands, both were ready for a future. Both were ready to settle down and plan something real. I think that they kind of immediately saw that the other was someone that they could really build a future with. And I think both were attracted to that. Okay. I like that. I just got goosebumps. So confirmation there. What about in the present moment? The tower? What? Why is there a tower with the sun card? Okay. Let's get a clarifier on that tower. What big change is coming for them? My God. Queen of Swords. Oh, dang, Selena. What's she about to do? Okay. What? One more clarifier for this. King of Pentacles. She is showing up in the present moment in a Queen of Swords energy. Okay, here's what's a little bit strange about this. So, the energy surrounding them is happiness, right? So, that's really positive. You would think that everything flowing right now in the present would be positive energy. But there's some sort of conflict right now. You know how sometimes, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, you know how sometimes certain people, like, things can be going really great in their life and they tend to focus on like what's not going well, or like, or there's like this struggle of focusing on what's going wrong instead of what's going right. And if you do that too much, you can create turmoil. And I don't know, Selena's been kind of open about having certain issues, and I just feel like I just hope that I don't know. I hope this isn't true. If they really are the sun card energy, there is this vibe that right now they could have some sort of breakup, crazy, even if it's temporary, um, based on Selena showing up as the Queen of Swords. And I don't know why she would do this, but this is like using your intellect to protect yourself, wanting to draw a boundary, wanting to I don't know, it's like picking up on something and being like, no, actually, like I need a boundary here. And that causing a tower moment between them. I think that there is this real thing going on with their relationship now, even though they're super happy. It's like where the rubber meets the road. This is like some sort of discussion where Selena is showing up in Queen of Swords energy, which is this energy of like a strong female figure who is going after what they want in life. And he's coming through as this King of Pentacles. This is a slow and steady energy. This is wanting to build something long lasting. This is someone who's financially set. What is this conflict though? Why is she coming through as the Queen of Swords with a card of conflict? Knight of Pentacles, he's going too slow. This is my slow and steady wins the race card, as I always say. And what's interesting is we have the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. She wants him to step into even more King of Pentacles energy. She wants him to fully embody this, like be like the man of the house type of thing. Like she wants like marriage, kids, the whole nine, allegedly for entertainment purposes. And she's noticing that he's at times coming through as more of a Knight of Pentacles, even though she sees him as this King of Pentacles, and she wants him to be this way all the time about every aspect of their relationship. But the Knight of Pentacles is about building something slow, steady over time. He's not in a hurry. She's in more of a hurry than he is to move forward, to make the commitments now. Um, he's more about like the details and wanting to put things together and being like, what's the rush? Like, we're not in a hurry. And she is this Queen of Swords being like, actually, yes, like I want things to move forward right now. I'm drawing boundaries around like what I want for my life. So they're having some sort of conflict about moving forward in their timeline, it seems like. And this could cause an actual breakup between them, allegedly for entertainment purposes. Okay. Well, what's the future look like after this difficult discussion? Okay. 3 of Cups. Oh my God. Okay, let me get a couple more clarifiers. 5 of Pen guys. Okay. Ace of Swords. Um, this is actually kind of surprising, but I don't know if their relationship is going to last, allegedly for entertainment purposes. This is within the next 6 months, something unfolding where 3 of Cups energy is three's a crowd. There could be someone else, like a third party, that starts to make their way into the connection because of this conflict, because she wants things to move forward more quickly. He doesn't want things to go as fast. And so there's starting to be like this breakdown of the relationship, of what they both want, of feelings of disappointment, 5 of Pentacles, being left out in the cold. This would be Selena feeling this way. I think that she is someone who does need a lot of like reassurance, and she would do really well with someone who comes towards her full force, like putting it all on the line, like, and I think a lot of women enjoy that. Like someone who's like, I want to get married. I'm here for you. Like, I love you. Like someone that doesn't make you question, what they want or like where they're at. And I think that the slower he moves, the more she questions his intentions. Even though I think he does have good intentions, like for her, at least. I think he does want to really be with her. But there's starting to be a, little communication breakdown. And this 5 of Pentacles, she feels left out in the cold in the future, leaving the door open for a third party. This could be her, maybe dating someone else or starting to explore things with someone else, or this could be him because of like, and then Ace of Swords, this is like a victory, but this could also be a major severing of the connection. Um, Another card we'll pull, Knight of Wands, moving forward passionately. There's just like, there's a lot of conflict that's starting to pop up here. 4 of Cups, dissatisfaction, looking at what you don't have instead of what you do have. Oh my God, literally, I just said that about how she does that. Um, so yeah, this is like there's still time to change this for them because, the tarot cards are just reading the energy right now. Hopefully, if they really do have that sun card energy surrounding them, they remember to keep things, moving forward positively. This is all free will, so they can change this. But I think if they stay on this path of, not getting on the same page, and she really wants it now, and he isn't, doesn't want things right now. He's wanting things to like be a plan of like the next 5 years, we date for this amount of time, then I propose. And, if they can't get on the same page, I do see that there could be a breakup in the next 6 months. So yeah, okay, yikes. That's that on that. Oh my God. What are you guys saying? Oh Lord. It's okay. Sometimes people are completely different behind the scenes. So true, Sage Moon. Beth says I fall over laughing at the silliest things. Oh my God, Beth. Yes, me too. Sage Moon says we can take them at their word and adjust after seeing their behaviors and actions. I like that, Sage Moon. That makes so much sense, and I think that that's a really good way to look at things instead of like being cynical and like seeing the worst in people. I think it's good, like what you said, like take people at their word, and then adjust if their behaviors inform you that that they are somebody a little bit different. Just adjust based on their behaviors and actions. I like that, Sage Moon. Look at you. Always with the good advice. Selena needs to run, Beth says. TJ Holmes, August 19th, Leo. Oh my God. Okay. And 19 in numerology, in the birthday numerology, is a karmic number. So if you're born on the 19th, by the way, don't think that this is like something bad about you. Karmic numbers are just basically powerful birthdays to be born on, powerful numbers. The 13th is also a karmic number, which Taylor Swift was born on. And I think she's used it for good. Obviously, look how well her life is going. But karmic numbers basically talk about how you have like heavier karma, and that heavier karma is just like more responsibility, like in the way that you use it. So you have to be really mindful of the way that like you use your energy. And people born on the 19th, especially, wow, 19 energy Leo, 19 is about like, you have, I think Dolly Parton's born on the 19th as well. She's a karmic birthday. Um, these people are meant to embody energy of like the 1, which is leadership, and the energy of the 9, which is like a humanitarian and caring about like other people. On the positive side, people born on the 19th can have really good karma, can generate a lot of like positivity by being a leader who is really committed to, thinking of others and goodness and spreading that 9 humanitarian energy of helping others and just being like a force of good in the world. On the negative side, if someone born on the 19th doesn't lean into that and chooses to be more selfish in nature, their karma will be a really big downfall. So, not to scare you, I'm sure if anybody listening was born on the 19th, I'm sure you are using it for good. It's just important to like really be kind and like, you can read about one energy and nine energy and get inspired to live on the higher vibration. It's basically just the universe listens a little bit more to like what you're doing and you kind of get karma back, which can be good or it can be bad. Okay. Interesting. Thank you, Beth, for sharing that info. That makes a lot of sense that he's a 19 energy Leo. Oh my God. Babel says, thank you, Brett. I can't wait for him to be exposed. It looks like it might be coming in the future there, Babalu. Ooh, and maybe Babalu, maybe she becomes the Queen of Swords because she starts to wake up to some of the weird stuff. I don't know. Okay, Sageman says, child, these men's, aka TJ, be getting down. Oh my God, Sageman. They do. They really do be getting down. It's with the big eyes. TJ says about the Cody thing. Apparently, the first time Tana ever talked about hooking up with Cody, she didn't say she was underage. And when people were putting the dots together, he ghosted, then proposed. Oh. Oh, man. Do you think that he proposed to kind of like save his relationship? Because Kelsey, definitely his now wife, doesn't seem mm, seems like a really like sweet person. I don't know. She's a Virgo. I know that about her. Um, and she was like a kindergarten teacher. I don't know. She seems like she's really nice. I wonder if thank you for that, TJ. That's really interesting. I wonder if she was like, wait, what is this true? And then, maybe he like tried to explain and say, like, oh, that didn't happen or whatever he said, and then proposed to try to like keep her or something. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Nigel says, yeah, I felt stressed in one direction about Zayn.